Temperature of Love, Ep 14 Part 1 Inch. Hyun-soo becomes even more defeated when she sees that nobody read her latest script. Kyung cheers her up by taking her to lunch at Good Soup, only remembering that she's mentioned the chef's name before, but unaware that she knows him. She gets a clue when Young-sun visits their table and they speak to each other familiarly, and she makes a speedy exit to leave them alone. Young-sun invites Hyun-soo upstairs to his apartment for coffee. He can tell that Hyun-soo needs to talk, so he goes into listening mode. When she says she asked Hong-ah about them, he asks Hyun-soo to tell him exactly what Hong-ah said so that he can clear up any misunderstanding. Hyun-soo says she's jealous that Young-sun is always so clear and never wavers. He explains that he just didn't have anyone in his life to pick him up if he fell while wavering, so she needn't be jealous. Hyun-soo tells him sadly that she feels like she's fighting with Hong-ah over a man. Young-sun tells her that she should give up on him now. He continues, "If your feelings are enough to give up like this, throw in the towel now. I despise confusing emotions. I've never confused you once. You go back and forth saying human beings are contradictions. You push away the man who loves you for reality's sake. What am I supposed to rely on to start again?" Hyun-soo apologizes, and Young-sun looks away from her, admitting, "I'm scared." He confesses that he's afraid she'll push him away again, since there's nothing stopping her from doing it a second time. He adds sadly, "Reality is always harsh," and Hyun-soo reaches out to clasp his hand. She admits that she was only thinking of herself when love takes two people, and that she didn't take him seriously. She tells Young-sun she'll think about it. Hong-ah visits Young-woo at his office, where he explains that since her script was chosen in another production company's competition, that it will be difficult and complicated for him to produce it. She doesn't care, saying that she chose his company for a reason. He agrees to think about it and does say that he liked it, saying that birth secrets always go over well. She tells him that she was going for familiarity and that she based the characters on people she knows. Young-woo agrees to think about signing a contract with Hong-ah, but she insists on being paid more than Hyun-soo, which he isn't keen on. She accuses him of having feelings for Hyun-soo, but he nips that in the bud. He tells Hong-ah that there are rules to follow if she wants to work for him, and the first is to earn his trust. He says that right now, Hong-ah can't even be compared to Hyun-soo, who has written a drama that has been produced, while Hong-ah has no credentials. She tries to argue that her script is better, but Young-woo asserts that a written script can't be measured against an actual show. On his way home, Young-woo calls Hyun-soo to go for a walk to get her mind off her troubles. They end up at the corner where the tiny flower usually grows, and Young-woo is disappointed that it's gone. Hyun-soo laughs at him, saying that it already did its job and went into rest, and that flowers only bloom at certain times. She lets him know that she's aware of what he's doing, bringing her to see the flower that gives her strength when she's down. He tells her that Hong-ah came to him with her script and wants to make a deal, and that he's interested because it's a fun script, but is equally not interested because of her personality. Hyun-soo says that her personality doesn't matter, and to do what he usually does. Changing the subject, Hyun-soo asks if Young-woo thinks she's not serious enough. He asks who said that, and she just says someone. Young-woo takes her side, insisting that that person is wrong. He tells her that she just thinks too much, especially about love, and that she should follow her heart before she ends up alone. Seeing an opening, Young-woo says she should stop thinking of a man she can have. He says that she's realistic about love, and yet not. Your reality right now is me. Over at Good Soup, Young-sun and Won-jun discuss the restaurant, and how they hope that the TV show is a hit so that it draws in business. Won-jun thinks that Young-sun should market his looks, adding that he's miserly towards women with his emotions, which adds to his mystery. Young-sun says that's just because he was raised by people who spent their emotions too easily. Won-jun says sadly that when a woman as beautiful as Hong-ah has feelings for him, he should at least consider her, but Young-sun thinks his friend is strange for saying that when he likes her himself.